how my sexuality and coming out affected and aligned all areas of my life. Hi, I'm Gemma and I'm an energy alignment coach, and one of the things I have found on my journey is that coming into alignment with who I truly am at a soul level has shifted everything for me and has enabled me to show up more powerfully in my business. It has allowed me to make more money. It has allowed me to help more people. And alignment is everything, right? So whatever part of our life that it is that needs to get in alignment with our soul, when we align that thing, everything just falls into place. So I would share with you my coming out story, but there isn't really one, because I was just in like such a bold, brave stage of my life that I just said, hey mum, I've got a girlfriend. Hey dad, I've got a girlfriend. Hey 92-year-old grandmother, I've got a girlfriend. That was fun. So I was married and I was in that relationship for 14 years, and it became very clear towards the end that him and I were very much out of alignment, and my soul was calling me for something else. And like, don't get me wrong, I know loads of couples that are out of alignment who like do some work together and get into alignment. So I'm not necessarily saying this is true for everyone, but it was certainly true for me and my situation. So once I followed that calling, which by the way was a calling back to myself initially, so I went and lived on my own, and what I learned was how to truly love myself. And I am not talking bubble baths here, although I did have a lot of baths. I am talking deep, unapologetic, bold, fiery self-love, saying no to any shit that I was not available for, that was not from that place of being able to love myself fully. So this was not la la land of lovely bubble baths. This was actually like really tough and intense shadow work. But through going through that experience, I got to know myself. And through getting to know myself, I got to understand who I truly was at a soul level, because I did that healing, and all of those layers that were conditioning and traumas and all of the voices and expectations of everyone else all fell away. So once I got to know who I was at a soul level, then I understood what my needs were. I understood what it was that I needed and how I needed my life to be. And lockdown was an incredible gift for this, because it gave me that time and space to realise, to run a flourishing business, how do I need that business to run? How do I need that life to be for me? Okay, so it was get to know myself at a soul level, do that deep work to connect with that part of me, that authentic, higher self part of me, understand what it was that I needed, give myself what I needed, and then when I was vibrating at that level of authenticity, that is when I met my soulmate. That is when she dropped in, when I was at that level of who am I, and then giving myself what it was that I needed and aligning every part of my life in alignment with that version of me who I really at my core authentically was. And that is when I met my girlfriend. And this stuff, when we give ourselves what we need and we come back to ourselves, this is when that momentum starts, and then it just becomes easier to shift all of our other parts of our life into alignment. So this has also shifted my business, because of course I was then in a really aligned relationship. So beautiful dragonflies. The way I was then showing up in my business was of that place of like such aligned energy. And remember, authenticity is the highest vibration that they can measure in science. So when we do this work, we are literally vibrating at that level, and people come to us because they want to be in that energy. And of course, we then need to discern what we say yes and no to in that space as well. So it's all connected.